Returning to the CryptoQ media channel brings us joy. Salutations, all. It seems like every day brings fresh details about XRP. Will the long-awaited deal finally come to fruition? Among the topics covered in this video are the Ripple team's recent filings, noteworthy news, and a date that you won't want to miss. Please, as usual, hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. But in this video, we'll cover the basics of XRP, how the settlement works, and, most importantly, important dates and a big collaboration that you can't miss. Because of this, Ripple has been rather quiet. Nothing has happened recently while everyone waits for the settlement news. The market as a whole fell as low as 65,000 today, but Bitcoin has made a partial recovery, with a minor dip of about 2.5% around the 47-cent range. A significant support level for us right around the 45-cent region, and is now trading somewhat higher. Is this all we have? An interesting letter concerning the suggested cures, the additional authority, and the final representation has been found here, written by the Tories, the Ripple team's well-to-judge analyst. In conclusion, Ripple is essentially asking the SEC for a more beneficial and appropriate payment option rather than a potential price tag of $2 billion. To put it bluntly, Terraform Labs is now out of business after the SEC either approved or suggested a fine of $4.4 billion against the firm. That is one of the many truths about this. If Ripple is any indicator, Terraform Labs will be obliged to pay a hefty sum of $3.5 billion, as stated in the ruling. Here we see that the SEC has consented to pay civil fines ranging from 9.6 to 1.8% of total gross income because of the unparalleled animosity towards Ripple's, despite the fact that Ripple is valued about $2 billion. They end up standing at approximately $2 billion. My guess is that it's much lower than that. Apologies for the terrible news, however the Terraform Labs that I'm about to explain may probably help the XRP case a little bit. They have already made approximately $8.8 billion from the Binance case and Terraform Laboratories, so they really don't need 1.6 to 10. The result is up for debate. Even though we try to make light of it, this is simply the way things are right now. Other potential partnerships and developments were also taken into account. Last night's video only skimmed the surface of this topic, namely as it pertained to the acquisition of the trust company Ripple and Standard Custody. Just recently, Ripple added support for a number of tokens, including R, L, U, S, and D, in addition to real USD. Countless industries, including infrastructure, banking, and finance, find this to be a monumental issue. No matter how many times the SEC wins an unfairly contested tournament, we will never see the price explosion that everyone is hoping for. In my view, this is the point at which it becomes truly significant. Well, I'll just take care of this one item at a time. If Brad Garlinghouse is to be believed, the RLUSD could be released on September 21st, just at the summer's end. He did specifically name that day, so be careful to write it down in your journal. Contrarily, we have some more interesting news. This one is actually pretty big. Additionally, RKEX is a part of this partnership. Located in the UK, the RX exchange specializes on tokenizing tangible products. We have talked about XRPL for quite some time. This opens the door for financial institutions to use XRPL to tokenize their physical assets. This is another important strategic step made by Ripple's in light of what's to come. Taking a look at the newly published XRPL Apex is the initial move in enhancing their collaboration, which will enable them to incorporate tokenized real-world assets valued at hundreds of millions of dollars onto the XRP ledger in the next year. This move further solidifies XRPL's position as a frontrunner in the RWA tokenization market. The architects and partners will spearhead the effort within financial institutions to make tokenization a reality. These groups are now able to tokenize their assets with XRPL thanks to the continuing relationship. Blockchain technology is also going through its next major adoption exchange, which will have a profound impact on the financial markets. This is the matter that I want you to think about carefully right now. In the middle of their public debut, why would Ripple make this alliance? Who would have thought that the stock market and tangible assets would be the only topics to be discussed? You must see what's coming. I feel like I've gone on and on about this forever. Instead of focusing solely on the price, consider the external factors in terms of Ripple. From what I've gathered, there is a great deal of planning going into this hold, including liquidity, Metco's approach to working with banks and other financial institutions, the hiring of architects to bolster physical assets, and many other factors. Enough said about HSBC, Bank of America, and countless others. Strategic partnerships are the key to XRP's next big leap. Team, it should be remembered that the XRPL is currently the best option. A word of warning. I will think about the price too much. The 2.6% drop is consistent with the probable current price of Bitcoin, which is $4,798 USD, slightly above the steep export as resistance at $4,681 USD, as demonstrated on the graph. Here, though, is our current situation. The whole market plummets. A steep decline occurred after the Federal Reserve postponed yesterday's rate hike. The answer will be revealed soon. I still think Bitcoin's performance might dictate the market's trajectory, but I still think the XRP price might fall and retest 46. Markets may experience a rally as we near the weekend if the 67K BTC level is retested. What the heck? Everything will become clear in due course. Finally, though, we promise to keep you apprised of all the latest news on XRP and the cryptocurrency market as a whole. That is the end of the video. It would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe and like my channel. Thank you so much. Leave.